It's gonna be fine.
Life is good, all is well, yes? Life is good, all is well, yes? You feel it? Life is good. You feel it? All is well. Life is good. You feel it? Such a beauty and the power and the love that can never die. It's always there. It's inviolate. And though it may be covered up by experience temporarily, it's real. And we're here to uncover that destiny and allow it to shine according to our unique patterns as individual expressions of God. So we're going to go home now. Letting go to the spirit. You're all creative as a spirit. You're all originating as a spirit. Totally giving of itself, totally and completely, at every point of the cosmos. Life is hey God, something. Life is to live through you, do you know who you are? What to give through you, do you know who you are? To sing through you, do you know who you are? What to create through you, do you know who you are? What to heal through you, do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? You assume the receptive posture and accept the greatness that kind of happens through you. I'm ready. I'm available. I'm open. Then you discover something. This is our home. This is our destiny. It's a good destiny. It's a wonderful destiny. Make no mistakes when God wrote the beautiful unfolding pattern of your life that you God, something. Life is good. Life is good, all is well, yes? Life is good, all is well, yes? All is well, yes?
Alrighty. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Awesome. I love this time of the day. Did we get okay? So, oh my gosh! Good morning, everyone. This is Menaima with Empower You and New Connections, and I just love it, love it, love it when we come together. And okay, I will thank you for being here this morning. I am your host, the founder and CEO of New Connections and Empower You Coaching. Connections is a platform New Connections is a platform for entrepreneurs and small business owners to share what they have, what they know, what they do, their merchandise, their service, their products, whatever it is that they have to offer, and or whatever it is that they're looking to acquire. If they need customers, if they're looking for clients or partnerships or funding or whatever it happens to be. We at New Connections we want to hear it. So I create events where we have presenters come and claim the stage and do their 5 to 10 minute infomercial, depending on the list that we have, depending on how many people we have presenting. And we've done little variations of that over the years, and we're into another phase of that. In addition to that, Empower You is the educational part of the company, where I offer online courses, private coaching, group coaching sessions similar to this one. This one here, this Saturday morning, really is designed to give a preview of the type of information, the kind of information, and the kind of the mindset that is offered and shared within the online course. So the online course is 6 weeks long. It's a rolling 6 weeks, so you can register at any time. And we cover mindset. We cover what is it you are focused on. Basically, it's a guide to self-mastery. That is the name of the course. This is the guide to self-mastery preview. And in the 6 weeks, we talk about all of the things, not all of the things, but many of the major things, some of the most important things, if you will. And it's not that one is more important than the other, but we highlight and focus and bring to your awareness the things that you can be doing and should be doing on a regular basis if you are attempting to level up in your life in any way, shape, or form. No matter what area it is, the most important things are awareness, recognizing what it is that's happening within you in order to address it, in order to get some balance, in a nutshell, because I am what I call a balance and empowerment coach, because my belief is that when you're balanced, then you are empowered to do anything. So that is a little bit about me and my organization and my services, the things that I offer. I'm also an RTT practitioner. RTT stands for Rapid Transformational Therapy. And that is an approach, it's a therapy that includes neuro-linguistic programming, regression, some hypnotherapy, a deep relaxation, and awareness of what's happening, because the concept is that everything that's going on within you is being stored in your subconscious mind, everything. So your brain is the actual operating system of the physical body. However, your mind is the other part that stores your memories and your beliefs and your images, all of the other things that contribute to our existence. And that being said, we were created out of I hate to say out of nothingness, but our subconscious mind holds all of the blueprint, if you will, to how the body is supposed to work and how we are intended to work, how our bodies are intended to work and help us function on the planet. So everything that's been created within our bodies is the blueprint of it is stored in the subconscious mind. So when something is not working the way we want it to work or the way it's supposed to work within the body, meaning we've created some type of dis-ease in the body, discomfort in the body, or there's some emotional imbalance or discomfort happening in any way, shape, or form, depression, anxiety, stress, PTSD, diabetes, high cholesterol, whatever it is that's happening in the body, arthritis, anything that we have created within our body, within our experience, can be corrected through the subconscious mind. So with that premise, I use art to help people kind of get a reset, because sometimes we gather a lot of things over the years. We gather experiences, we've seen things, we've seen experiences live, we've seen movies and TV shows and conversations and interactions with people, some of them pleasant, some of them not, some of them exciting, some of them uplifting, some of them quite disturbing. And all of those things are collected in our energy if we do not know how to process it. So the RTT kind of gives a little bit of a restart, if you want to say, and or a reset. And so I offer that service as well. But Saturdays are truly one of my favorite days of the week because I get to come and offer previews of what it is that is presented in the course. So we have a guest speaker today by the name of AmenAli. And if you will just bear with me, I'm sharing again. Is everyone seeing the flyer that I just put up?
Yes.
Thank you. Um, our guest speaker today is AmenAli, and he is actively pursuing his goal of traveling the world with his family. Born in the South Bronx, his roots run back to the Makua tribe in Southeast Africa. There's a special connection in my heart for Africa, says Amen. And he has dedicated his efforts in transforming lives through educating himself and others. And now that is a little bit vague. And once you experience Amen, you will agree that that does not accurately describe the depth and the layers of this incredible individual I have had the pleasure of not only meeting, but discovering that he is actually a blood relative of mine. So I'm quite proud to present him to us this morning. He will be sharing with us, I don't know how many people are familiar with cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, but he is going to do an introduction, his background. I asked him to please extend your resume. There was just too much to put in a flyer. So I would like you to please share a little bit more about your background. Anything that I haven't mentioned, like the retired software engineer, and oh my goodness, he's also very much into multiple streams of income, real estate. He's done some very amazing. And when I talk about the topics and the things that I teach in my course, I can honestly look at Amen as someone who has implemented and incorporated all of those things in his life, and it shows, it reflects in everything that he does. So with no further ado, I'm going to turn our cameras over to AmenAli. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning, sir. I like rounds of applause.
Greetings.
I know we're doing Zoom, but if anyone can just, unmute and do me a favor, I love it. Thank you.
Greetings. I think that introduction and those accolades are way too much. But anyway, I'm here, and I wanted to make Bitcoin easy because a lot of people are trying to learn Bitcoin, and a lot of people need to use Bitcoin in order to get involved in Susu. So I promised that I would show you an easy way to do the Bitcoin and to use your, I promised that I was going to make it as easy as Cashapp. Now, when I made that claim, because I was having a conversation with a gentleman by the name of Donald, and I was telling him, I said, I'm going to make it as easy as using Cashapp. And I had no idea that Cashapp had an easy way to implement Bitcoin. So let's just go over that. Let's start with that. So I want to share my screen here. And let's just take a look at this. This is what your Cashapp looks like, right? Can everyone see that? Let me know if you can see that.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you notice that on the Cashapp, if you look down here on the bottom, you see 5 different nice looking icons. One looks like a little building, and another one looks like a credit card, and another one looks like the $sign. That's the screen that we're on now here, is the $sign screen. if you have your Cash App, open it up so that you can follow me with this. If you can open up your Cash App while we're doing this, I would like for you to see what I see, and I would like you to see it from the perspective of your Cash App. So then you have this little squiggly line right here, and then you have the one that looks like a clock. The one that looks like a clock, if you click on that, that will show you all the transactions that you have done in the past and with all the different people that you've done transactions with. This one with the squiggly line here, this is the one that will get you started with Bitcoin. When I say started, you'll be able to purchase Bitcoin. However, you know, I don't know the age of everyone in this group. Some of you guys probably my age group, and you remember back in the olden days when we used to go shopping at the department store, and you take your credit card in and you try to purchase something, and they say, okay, can I see your ID? And they verify your ID with your credit card. I live in California. I say back in the olden days because they don't do that no more. You can just take your credit card up to anywhere and just use it, and they'll give you whatever you want. But back in the, you know, back a while back, they used to ID you. So that's what they're doing here in this process. So if I click on this squiggly line, then another screen is going to come up. Let me show you what that screen looks like. Can you see that? It's going to be a screen similar to this. Someone let me know if you can see the screen where it says Bitcoin on the top.
Yes,
You
sir.
can see that?
Yes.
Now your screen may not look like this, and it may look like this. It just depends. But this is what my screen looks like when I'm on my phone, and I have the option to buy or sell Bitcoin. Okay, so if I buy Bitcoin, it's going to take the cash that I have available in my Cash App, and it's going to allow me to purchase Bitcoin with that cash. If I have Bitcoin, which I do, you see I have a small amount of Bitcoin right here. If I have Bitcoin and I push the sell button, it will allow me to convert the Bitcoin that I have back into cash. Now, how simple can you get? That's simple. To me, that's easy peasy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you do it. So what I want to do here, who has a Cash App? Who, raise your hand if you have a Cash App. You got a Cash App? Let me see. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you some free Bitcoin if you type in your, oh, wait a minute. I can only send you free Bitcoin if you have to have a Bitcoin wallet. Who has a Bitcoin wallet? I can't see everybody. Let me see. Let me
What's a
stop sharing my screen.
Bitcoin wallet?
Wallet.
A Bitcoin wallet is what you use to store Bitcoin. Just like you would put cash, just like you would put cash in your regular wallet, a Bitcoin wallet is an electronic wallet that allows you to store Bitcoin in it, okay? Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency for those of you who don't know. It's a decentralized currency. That means that it's not controlled by any company or government. It's controlled by you, the people. You have full and complete control over it. Nobody can come in and take your Bitcoin, take ownership of your Bitcoin. That's not true with cash. You know, if you have cash in the bank, companies can come in and take and get access to your money.
Oh no.
The government can come in and get access to your money. You may wake up one day and you go to your bank account and like, where's my money? That happened to me. That has happened to me. I don't know if it happened to you, but it happened to me. And so that's why I like cryptocurrency. I use cryptocurrency. I prefer cryptocurrency because I know that with my cryptocurrency, no one can touch it but me. Okay. And yeah. Oh, you got that? Oh, okay. Well, just give me your. Oh, someone send me their Bitcoin address? If you just posted, oh, someone posted their Bitcoin address in here. Okay, I'm gonna send you some free Bitcoin, and I just want you to tell me when you received the Bitcoin because a lot of these applications that we use to transfer cash, sometimes they get stopped by the bank. When you use Cash App, sometimes it gets kicked back. When you use Zelle, sometimes the bank slows down the process. Okay, so I'm going to send you some cryptocurrency. I'm going to send you some free cryptocurrency to your wallet. And just give me a moment here. And I want you to tell me when you receive it. I want you to tell us all when you receive it. I want you to just interrupt whatever I'm saying and say, I received the Bitcoin. So hold on, let me just pull it up here. I'm going to pull up my Bitcoin wallet. Now, if you have a Bitcoin wallet, if you don't have a Bitcoin wallet, I recommend you get the Coinami wallet. Okay, Coinami is the best wallet as far as I'm concerned right now. Okay, Coinami is spelled Coinomi. Google that and check out the Coinami wallet. Okay, let me send this Bitcoin out real quick here. Now, what I did is I copied that long Bitcoin address for those of you who can see it in the chat room, and I pasted in my wallet where it says send. I pushed the send button, and then I just simply put in the amount that I want to send. Okay. So I'm going to send you $5 in Bitcoin. I just put it in. It tells me that I have $5 that I'm sending, and it also tells me what the amount is in Bitcoin. So I'm pushing the send button. It asks me for a confirmation. I have to type in my password in order to do it.
I have a password.
Bitcoin sent. Okay, so it said that I sent the Bitcoin. So just interrupt me anytime when you receive that Bitcoin. Okay, so what I did is I just transferred some money to my cousin. My name is my cousin for those of you who don't know. So I just sent her some money.
Yes, it's not completely, I guess it's not completely through. It says received with, but it's still a little grayed out, but I see the $5.
Okay, well, if that means you received it.
Okay.
That means you received it. If you can see that, that means you received it. That's just how easy it is to send Bitcoin. Now, okay, so you have that in your Coinami wallet, right?
Yes.
In order to cash that out, you could send it to your Cash App, okay? You can send it to your Cash App, and when you send it to your Cash App, then you can just immediately convert it to cash,
Nice.
okay? So let me see if I can pull up that screen. I want to pull up that screen so I can show everyone what it looks like. But for those of you who are just now doing this for the first time, I just want to let you know that in your Cash App, when you use Cash App for the first time with Bitcoin, there is a setup process. And that's where they ID you, They check your ID. They compare it with your credit card because that's what you're going to use to purchase the Bitcoin with. Possibly if you use the credit card. I use credit card. I don't.
I'm sorry. I have a question.
Okay.
Um, okay, so we have it looks as if we've been buying Bitcoin. Robert is here with me. Okay, I'm sorry. He's been buying Bitcoin and he said he stopped, but he's showing me his Cash App and he's got 1 Bitcoin.
Wow. That's a lot of Bitcoin.
It is. That's like Bitcoin.
That's a lot of Bitcoin.
Yes, it is. So, and because 1 Bitcoin as of how long? How much? As of this morning is how much? Let's see.
It's $9,000.
9,000.
Probably a little over. Probably a little over.
$593. $9,593. So if he cashes that out, and it's going up, he's got something else too. He's got another cryptocurrency. So it's fun because if you just start putting in $5, $10, and you just keep doing it, you too can have a Bitcoin.
I have 4 different cryptocurrencies associated with my wallet. I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum, I have Daycoin, and I have Monero. Now the Daycoin is really actually a token, and what a token is, it's a subdivision of an actual coin. So it's a subdivision of Ethereum. It relies on the Ethereum network in order to work, and that's the day coin. And the day coin is a stable coin because some people like their money to be stable. They don't like to see fluctuations. Bitcoin is a little bit more wilder. It moves up and down in price, and that makes some people nervous. Doesn't make me nervous at all because I know I'm always going to get the full value of my Bitcoin regardless. you know. So I'm happy to keep my money in Bitcoin. I know Bitcoin is going to increase in value, and even if it goes down, it's going to go up higher than it did before. So now, how do you get that money out? Let me see if I have I'm trying to see if I have a screenshot that I can show you guys here. Okay. You got to bear with me because this is a new computer here. And okay, there you go. See that? So this is just a snapshot. I took a snapshot of my wallet because the wallets have security on them and they really don't let you take snapshots of them. You have to do some special things in the background in order to, give yourself permission to take snapshots. And they do that for your own security. So this is just a snapshot. But you see that button right there where it says sell? Everybody see that? That's where you convert your Bitcoin back into uh, cash, okay? Now, down here on this bank, you see that the bank, I'm pointing at the little picture of the bank right here. When you click on that, you'll see another Bitcoin button. And there's another Bitcoin area there, which says, I think it says, click on that and tell me what it says. Somebody click on that and tell me what it says. Who has access to Bitcoin? Manaima.
Okay. Okay. Walk me through it one more time. What are we doing?
Click on this one right here. You see where I'm pointing the pointer at?
Okay, I got to go back into the Bitcoin. 1 second. I'm there.
No, this is the Cash App. This is in Cash App.
In Cash App. Okay. I don't have that little. Let me see. You said go to buy or sell or just go to the bottom?
No, right? Click on this little building right here at the bottom.
Okay, did that.
Okay, now in regard to Bitcoin, what does it say?
In regard,
There's two things. There's two things that you could do with your Bitcoin. You could send it out or
it says
receive it.
deposit or withdraw.
Deposit or withdraw. Okay, so that Bitcoin that I sent you, you could deposit that Bitcoin into this wallet if you push that button. If you push that button, it will ask you, it will set up everything that you need to set up. Yeah, there you go. So now with your Coinami wallet, you can deposit it using that QR code. You can pull your phone up to the screen and point at the QR code, and you can send that $5 to that wallet. Once you send the $5 to that wallet, can everybody see that? Can everybody see her screen? Let me just hold on.
Okay, so I copied
Show
it.
that again.
So
Show your screen again.
okay.
I mean, show your Bitcoin screen again. Can everybody see that? That is her QR code for her wallet, for her Bitcoin wallet on Cashapp. So that QR code allows her or anyone to send Bitcoin to that particular wallet. Okay. And then once you get the Bitcoin in the wallet, you go back to that other screen with the squiggly line. You see it right here? Can everybody see this? And you push that sell button. When you push that sell button, you put in the value of Bitcoin that you want to retrieve. Okay? And what that does is that converts your Bitcoin into cash. All right, you got it? Now let's try that. You have it on your phone, right?
Yes.
Does it just give you, when you push the buy button, here I'm gonna push mine too, just to see. I mean, not the buy button, but the what is it called?
What I
Deposit. It's
okay.
called deposit.
Yes, deposit or okay.
Okay, see, when you look at the deposit one, I have it here too. When you look at the deposit one, it has an option right here that says copy address.
Mm-hmm.
So you could use that address. So go to your Coinami wallet. I want you to go to your Coinami wallet,
Uh-huh.
click on the Bitcoin, look at the top, click on the Bitcoin, look at the top, and it says send on one side, it says send, on the other side it says receive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So push send. You see where it says send? Now it's asking you, where do you want to send this Bitcoin to? That address that you copy from your Cash App is what you use to send. That's what you put in there,
Mm-hmm.
and where it says to, or you can scan the QR code. Now look at this.
I don't know if you guys
Yes.
see that, but that's what that looks like.
Okay, now you see that? Now you see that little icon all the way to the top right in her screen? I don't know if you can see her screen. Wait a minute, let me show her screen. Okay, now you can see her screen. Now look all the way to the top right of the screen. You see the little QR code thingy. It's not that clear, but some of you might have been able to make that out. It was clearer before. Whatever you did, that light is too bright. The light is too bright. Take it out of the light.
Okay, wait a minute. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, that's okay. Your screen went off. But anyway, someone unleashed their dog on me. But anyway, so yeah, so that's how you get the Bitcoin into the wallet, and then all you do is, and then you type in the amount. See that? So if you have everything on your phone, you can just cut and paste. So you go to one screen, Did you already put in the address?
Yes. Oh, yes, sir. This is it. Received.
Oh, you already did it?
Pending.
Oh, wow. You're fast. Okay. Now, this video is going to be recorded, so you can play it back and you can listen to it slowly, and you can try this at home with your own Bitcoin. Why in the world would you want to use Bitcoin? Well, nobody can touch it but you. And guess what? You know, Dr. Sebi, rest in peace. Dr. Sebi was arrested for traveling, and he had $30,000 cash on him, and somebody found out. And so he got arrested for having $30,000 cash on him, and he passed away in jail. So, you know, Dr. Sebi, rest in peace. Now, what if he would have had Bitcoin? Let me tell you what you could do with Bitcoin. With Bitcoin, you can convert your Bitcoin. I don't care what amount it is. It could be $100. It could be $1,000,000. It could be $5 million. It could be $10 million. You can convert it to a string of words, memorize the words, and walk up to any device, any smartphone, any computer, and retrieve your Bitcoin. I said, convert it to a string of words, memorize the words, completely destroy all your Bitcoin wallets. Completely destroy all your Bitcoin wallets. All you have is those words that you memorized in your brain. Okay, this is for people with good memories. Okay, it's not for everybody. I'm just trying to give you an idea.
You know, just a little side note, that is something that someone in my family would say. My father would say that. Memorize 25 words. Memorize them.
Amen. I have a question. Greetings, everyone. I have a question.
Greetings, Dr. Pierman. What's your question?
Okay. So you're saying memorize, right? So sometimes
No. I was just using that as a hypothetical example. I know everybody
no,
is not going to be.
No, I'm agreeing. What I'm saying is that, but sometimes, you know, I know with this phone, the iPhone, that I can take a picture, right? But my concern is that every picture that we take, it goes into the cloud, right? So would you recommend taking a picture of the password still with your phone or not?
I would just recommend you could, you're talking about the words, you're talking about the string of words, right?
The string of words, yeah, because like, you know, when
Just
those
write them
words,
down. You could
okay,
just write them down. You could
okay.
just write them down. I was going all the way to the extreme when I said memorize them, okay? But you can
Well,
write them
no, I
down
know.
and have them on a piece of paper,
But you know,
and it'll be the same thing.
but you know, we say that that's an extreme, but the reality is, you know, when we were younger, at least I'm old enough to remember when,
Yeah.
you know, I remember the 10 closest people to me, their phone numbers. Area code.
Right. Do you know, I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm going to tell you a secret about you. You have a perfect memory. Okay? You have a perfect memory. Your brain is more powerful than the most powerful computer on the planet right now. I'm a software engineer. She told you to tell you a little bit about myself. I worked for the U.S. government, United States government, um, Department of Defense for over 20 years as a software engineer. So let me tell you something. Your brain is more powerful than any computer on the planet. And you have a perfect memory. Maybe you don't know how to use your perfect memory. There's a good book that I would recommend uh, by Tony Buzan. It's called Use Your Perfect Memory. The way I found out about this book, I was going to a class. I went to a class, and it was some class that my job told me to go to, and I really wasn't interested in the class. But when I was in the class, the instructor asked everybody in the class to introduce themselves. And there was over 50 people in the class. And everybody in the class introduced themselves. And he said, let me see if I got this right. And he went around and called every person out by their name. And I was like, whoa. During the break, I was like, you know what? I want to know, how did you do that? Tell me, how were you able to do that? And he said, well, there's two books uh, by the same author, Tony Buzan. Use both sides of your brain is one, and use your perfect memory is the other book.
Amen.
We all have perfect memories.
Amen. Who's the author?
It's recorded. You can play this recording back anytime you feel like it. It's Tony Buzan. Tony Buzan is the author. Just Google it. Google use your perfect memory. Yes. Okay. Any more questions? So I'm just trying to show you, a lot of people say, well, why do we need to use cryptocurrency? I don't like it. I want to use cash. You know why you're saying that? Because we as human beings are resistant to change. Anytime a change comes along that makes us have to learn something new, we resist it. When the television first came out, they said, oh, the television is the devil. That's the devil's work. Don't get you no television. When the internet came out, they said, oh, that's the devil. Don't get on that internet. That's the devil's work. There's still people saying that to this day. Okay. So cryptocurrency is where those technologies were in the early days. And let me just tell you something. If you are a Black business owner, okay, maybe I shouldn't use the word Black, melanated business owner. If you own a business, you should know about cryptocurrency, period, period, okay? Not only should you know about it, you should be using it. You should be accepting it in your business, okay? That let me give my disclaimer. I'm sorry. Everything I say is just my opinion. I'm not trying. It's just my opinion, okay? I'm just a little forceful with my opinion sometimes. Okay. So any questions? Any questions out there?
Anybody has questions, please unmute your mic. Feel free to, you can just jump in, but if we have a lot, then we just ask us to be patient. Anybody have any questions? Amen. Amen. OMG. Amen. Okay. So FYI, guys, we'll be doing another, and I think I may be able to convince Amen to come back again to speak on another one of his passions and expertise. It's interesting that we don't believe sometimes that we're experts in something, but the reality is, if you've studied something and you have put your focus in it for more than 4 or 5 years, you are considered an expert, especially to someone who is just unfamiliar with what you're speaking about. So Amen has expertise in a few areas. So we would be looking forward to having him back. Are there any questions? Any questions? That was incredibly dynamic. You actually, we discovered some Bitcoin that we were unaware we had. It's quite exciting. So if there are no questions, I can't hear you, Chris. Are you speaking? Are you speaking to us? Okay.
Unmute your mic.
Yeah, you're muted there.
I have a question. I just haven't gotten it together yet.
Yeah.
Okay, give us some time.
Get it together.
So wait, so Amen, so you took the group through opening up a Bitcoin wallet today?
I just told them to go grab Konami. I spelled it out. Somebody please type it in the chat so everybody can see the correct spelling. Google it, get the Konami wallet. Also, Bitcoin is accessible in Cashapp. It's very easy to use. I just sent some Bitcoin to Manaima in via Konami. Also, I want you to pull up your
Oh,
Coinami wallet, Dr. Pierman, and I want you to add the Monero coin to your wallet if you haven't done that yet. I can walk you through it right now if you have access to your wallet. Let's do that.
Okay, so I'm in the middle of walking my dog right now.
Oh, I see.
But as soon as I get back in, can we do that?
Absolutely, we can do that. So
Okay, thank you.
Monero has its own exchange. Now, I just told you how to get some Bitcoin using Cashapp, and you can do the same thing with your Coinami wallet. Coinami has a button that you can push on the Coinami wallet and purchase Bitcoin with your credit card. I would, say try that out. Now, some people don't like to go to exchanges and purchase Bitcoin with their credit cards. They don't like to use their credit card to purchase Bitcoin on any of the exchanges. So how would they be able to get it? They could get it anonymously. You can purchase Bitcoin anonymously by simply finding someone who has Bitcoin and purchasing from them. There is a meetup group. There's a Bitcoin meetup group in every city. If you Google it, you'll find the one in your city. And even if you Google it, guess what? It's going to give you a list of all the people that are members. So even if you didn't go to the group, you can quite possibly contact those members online and ask questions. Some of those people are Bitcoin miners. Okay. In another video, I broke down what a Bitcoin miner is. I can give you a brief explanation if you're still curious here. Go ahead, Manam.
yeah, I just had a quick story about last weekend. So we are, some of us here on the Zoom are involved in a private funding opportunity. If you're interested, let us know. And last week, Amen was in receiving mode and requested part of his gifts in Bitcoin. And, being new to Bitcoin, he had to walk me through it. And that's actually when I opened up my wallet, and Amen walked me through the process. And I got a little frustrated because I had to be approved, and I'm trying to get this gift over to him. And I'm like, oh man, I don't want to hold on to this money. So I had to wait a couple of days. By the time I was able to send it to him, it had increased in value. And that was very exciting because, I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my goodness. And then it went down a little bit, and then it went up a little bit. And by the time I got ready was able to actually send it, it was an entire, I think, $20 more in just a couple of days. So if for no other reason, that's like an amazing reason to start at least playing around with Bitcoin.
So can I ask, is Bitcoin like the stock market to a certain extent if it goes up and down?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
But it goes up more than it goes down.
Okay, good.
It goes, okay, let me just, I spoke about this in a previous video, but let me just reiterate this idea of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is valuable because there's a limited amount of Bitcoin. There only can ever be 21 million Bitcoin. Okay. And that's like 40 years from now, because Bitcoin is constantly being released into the world. Right now, there's about 18.5 million Bitcoin in the world right now. The Bitcoin miners are the ones who are bringing more Bitcoin in because they're mining it. They're mining it out of the system. Every time they do a transaction, they get rewarded with Bitcoin for doing the transaction. So they help your transaction. That transaction that you just noticed that Manima and I just did was facilitated by a Bitcoin miner, and they got rewarded Bitcoin for that transaction. So we actually brought more Bitcoin into the world by doing that transaction. Bitcoin has a limited amount that can ever be created, and that's 21 million, and that's 40 years from now. And that is the reason why Bitcoin is valuable, because it's a limited resource. It's a limited resource. And guess what? People are losing it. You know, guess what that does? Increase the value. People lose Bitcoin. You know how they lose it? They forget their password. They forget their password. There, uh, um, there was a group of people who all gave their Bitcoin to this one guy. It was $190 million worth of Bitcoin. Guy passed away with the password. That's 190 million Bitcoin that no one ever has access to anymore. You know, you know, I, I feel a little bit. I have a little bit in my heart for those people that lost all their money. 190 million. Be careful. My cousin said, you know, we should start a bank. Guess what? If you have a Bitcoin wallet, you are the bank. You have a bank. You have your own private bank. Okay? And you can use it as a bank. So guess what happened when that 190 million Bitcoin went missing out of the system? The value goes up. Everything that happens just makes the value go up. That's why Bitcoin is always rising. There's a limited resource, supply and demand, scarcity. It's scarce. And if you lose it, it's more scarce.
Yeah. I have a client right now that he can't remember some of his passwords, right? So if he has like one Bitcoin in his wallet, one full Bitcoin in his wallet, that means that that's like what, almost $10,000 in cash that he doesn't have access to right now?
That's right.
Oh my God.
So that means it automatically goes back into the system.
No.
No, it's out of the
No,
system.
it doesn't.
Is
It's lost.
Okay.
It's lost. It's lost. So if you have a problem forgetting your passwords, you better find out a way to remember your passwords and do something. If you're dealing with Bitcoin money, don't set yourself up for a failure. Okay? Don't set yourself up for failure. And that's why I tell people, be in control of your own wallet. Don't store your money on someone else's computer. Like, for example, okay, now that money that I showed you earlier, let me go pull this up again. Okay, see, I have this is the amount of Bitcoin that I have in my Cash App right now, which I'm going to take out today because I only had it in there just to show you guys. I was going to do a transaction. I did do a little transaction with my Naima. I wanted to do a transaction with Dr. Pierman. I wanted to send her some Monero, but she's not ready yet. So we have to wait till she gets ready. But I don't have anything attached to my cash, no credit cards, no bank attached to my Cash App. I use it. When I use it, I'll attach it to the credit card and I'll do the transaction, and then I will detach the credit card. I do not leave my access to my bank or my credit card attached to these online systems, and I'll tell you why. Okay, anybody can get a Tor browser, Tor, a Tor browser, and they can access the deep web. What is the deep web? Do you know what the deep web is? Okay, so for all you guys who just wanted to learn about Bitcoin and you wanted to, quickly learn how to use it and how to, you know, get it in your wallet and everything, and use it and transfer. At this point, if you have a short attention span and you want to check out, you can check out right now because now you have everything you need. This is a recorded video. It's going to be available. You have everything you need to get Bitcoin and start using it. So now I'm just kind of going on to another topic here. Um, why I don't allow my money to be attached to these online cash services for any extended period of time. On the deep web, let me tell you what the deep web is, just in case you don't know. Okay, so look at this cup right here. See this cup? Now imagine this rim of the cup, this top rim, being the internet. This is the entire internet that we know about. There's another part of the internet that we don't see. It's called the deep web. And this, imagine this part of the cup as being the deep web. You see that? Did you get that? The part that we are using is a very small part of the internet. There's a larger part down here called the deep web. And guess who's down there? The universities, colleges are down here, businesses are down here, banks are down here, schools, universities are down here, the government's down here, the military's down here. That's who, oh, and there's some crooks down here. There's some criminals down here too. Okay, some criminal activity goes on down here on the deep web. And let me tell you what they're doing. They're selling for $100. You could go on the deep web. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just trying to educate you so that you can be sharp and so that you can know how to protect your resources. On the deep web, you can take $100 and you can buy 100 PayPal accounts with money in them. Okay? Some of these accounts have $5,000 in them or more. They're guaranteed to have funds in them when you purchase it for $100. 100 accounts. You are purchasing 100 accounts for $100. You can purchase credit cards, brand new credit cards with money on them on the deep web. Okay? And that's what people are doing. That's what the criminals are doing. That's not what I do. I wouldn't do that. And I wouldn't recommend that you do that. But that should be enough to let you know that your money is not safe sitting in PayPal or having your bank account attached to PayPal. Okay? I use PayPal, but the only time there's an attachment is when I'm doing a transaction, and then I quickly detach. Same with Cashapp. Okay.
So I have PayPal. So basically, whatever, and I don't keep a lot of money in it, but whatever I have in there, I shouldn't let it sit in there. If you're saying I should take it out as soon as it's deposited.
Right. Yeah. As soon as your transaction is done, take the money out and detach your bank account. Don't have your bank account attached to it. Don't have your credit card attached to it.
Okay, so quick question.
Oh,
Okay.
so I'm sorry. Hold that thought. I just want to say that for those of you who are skeptical about using Bitcoin, let me just say this. In my mind, Bitcoin is the safest way to keep value of your money.
Mm.
I just gave you an example of what they're doing with PayPal. I wanted to give you some screenshots. Next time I'll have some screenshots. I'll show you the screenshots. I'll go onto the deep web and show you where they're selling this stuff at.
Amen. Not if we're putting this on YouTube, sir. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I could put it on YouTube. Why not? It's just another part of the internet.
Probably already on there, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Quick question.
Okay.
So I was using or am currently using PayPal for business, not solely for business. I mean, okay, so that's not the only method of payment that I use, but I do use PayPal. So my question is there a better way for me to
Rewind this video into the part where I got real excited and I said every melanated business should be using cryptocurrency.
Yes, so I should receive it in cryptocurrency. I should be educating my clients and customers and telling them to pay me in Bitcoin.
I mean, I would. Let me just say this again. This is just my opinion. This is just my opinion.
That's,
Okay, don't
I love
don't kneel,
I love the
don't.
you are the guest speaker, sir. We are here to hear you.
Yeah.
So that is your humble opinion.
In fact, we have an African marketplace here in the town where I live at, and I will be giving them a cryptocurrency lecture, and I will be telling them the same thing that I'm telling you right now.
And Amen, again, I enough. I appreciate you so much for all that you share with us. I mean, not just the content, the information, and your energy, but your background. You live what you speak and preach. And maybe we'll have Amen come and share with us his transition into becoming a vegetarian as well, because I don't think you would believe me if I told you how old he is. So I want to.
One more thing that I want to tell you. I did share in another video. You can go look it up, where I showed you some of the transactions that I did in Bitcoin a few years back, about 3 years ago. I used to actually live on Bitcoin. That was my only income, was cryptocurrency. I paid my rent with it. I bought food. I bought a car. I was living off of it. And I show you my wallet, and you can look through my wallet and you can see the transactions that I made. Um, so yeah, needless to say, I'm for cryptocurrency.
And we appreciate your enthusiasm. I appreciate how quickly and how much you shared with us. Chris, do you have a question? Did
Yes.
you answer her question? You wrote it in the chat. Is that the same one?
So actually, two questions. So Amen, you did kind of touch on the first question, which is, should we be concerned about internet hacking when we're dealing with cryptocurrency? And you kind of said yes, right? Am I to
Well,
understand that
well,
was?
well, I was telling you, you should be concerned when you're using fiat currency. That's when you should be concerned. If you're using cryptocurrency, your money is safe, and the only way somebody can get your cryptocurrency from you is if they talk you out of it. Okay? That's the only way they can get it. They can't get it. They can't they can hack into your bank account easier than they can hack into cryptocurrency.
Okay, but when you said we need to detach our bank and credit card from, let's say, Cash App, are we creating another one every time we attach it back? Is it like delete and create again?
No,
When
it's
you
the same
say,
one. It's the
oh,
same one.
okay.
It's the
Oh,
same
okay.
one. Yeah.
Okay.
But while it's connected, while it's connected, if anyone gets access to your PayPal, they have access to your bank account, right? They have the same access that you have. If they have your PayPal account, they have the same access that you have. Okay. I I did lose some Bitcoin. I lost $1,700 worth of Bitcoin because I did a transaction with a person who had a stolen PayPal account. And after I did the transaction, they gave me the $1,700, and the 3 days later, the money disappeared. Okay. So that inspired me to increase my knowledge of PayPal and how it's work and access that people have to it. And that's when I went on the deep web and found out that they're selling these accounts on the deep web, and that anybody can go down there and purchase them wholesale. Okay. But I didn't, that was a little discouraging for me, yes, and I did get discouraged. at the time when that happened. However, I've had far more successes than I've had failures. So I chalk up the failures as just a lesson learned. And so now I'm educating you on how you could keep yourself safe.
I think that needs to be a seminar in itself. It's just how to protect your money and assets from the deep web. That's just a suggestion.
One more
Yeah,
time.
well, that's what I'm doing right now. That's
No,
what I'm doing.
meaning
To the
that
best of my ability, I'm trying to get this information to you.
No, you are. What I'm saying is, but that becomes the focus. Like right now, we're focusing on Bitcoin, right, and cryptocurrency. What I'm saying is that would be a beneficial, another seminar, because that way people are in the frame of mind, right, about, they'll have all their accounts lined up. Like they'll come into class, they'll have all their accounts lined up, and then we're learning how to protect, what are the steps that we need to take in order to do that.
I just had a great idea, and we'll talk about it right after the session.
Okay.
Yeah, I use all of those resources because that's what people like to use. And I just think it's a funny thing when they tell me they don't know about cryptocurrency and they feel safer using the fiat, and they don't really understand how vulnerable their fiat is. And I'm not trying to, I don't believe in being motivated by fear, and I don't believe in using fear as a motivation. So please don't be afraid. Just use this knowledge to your advantage. That's all I'm trying to get you to do, is use this knowledge in the best way that it serves you.
Amen.
Yeah.
So powerful. So incredible. So incredible. Thank you so much. This is the kind of information that I want to share with as many people as possible. So I know you're going to ask me to send this to you so you can upload it to YouTube. I also will be uploading it to YouTube for future reference. And so please share the video with as many people as you can, and let them know about New Connections and the Saturday sessions, because we will be continuing to do this. We are also looking to put together a panel of experts who we are going to talk about streams of income, how to use trusts, how to go about, a lot of the techniques that wealthy people use to protect their money and keep their money safe and have their money working for them instead of us working for money, because that's backwards. We're not supposed to work for money. Money is supposed to work for us. And, this has been an incredible lesson in just what you don't know. If you just think about, we all know what we know, and then we know some of the things that we don't know, but then there are those things that we don't know. And that's the part that keeps us in the condition that we've been in the past. And so New Connections is a progressive organization that is determined and focused. My entire mission is to raise the vibration of my audience, and that means adding expansive information to the masses so that we can use it. This is information you got today can change your life in a few months, in a few minutes, if you know how to do it. So please don't hesitate to reach out. Please stay in touch. Open the emails, see what's happening, share it so that we can continue growing. Working for money is slavery, and we don't need to do that. We should. That's it's against my religion. It's not something we should be doing anymore ever again. And thank you all for being here today, especially our guest speaker, Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who came out and to support this event. We will be having more. We do have more events coming up but we're also going to be starting to offer classes. So please, 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 please stay in the loop. And I look forward to seeing you all again. I got some cryptocurrency. I got some money to transfer into cryptocurrency. If you don't know about the water, ask somebody.
Thank you, Brother Amen. Awesome.
You're welcome, Mark.
I love rounds of applause. Please unmute yourself and let's give our guest speaker a round of applause.
Yay! Yay!
Thank you.
Yay! Thank you. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. That's powerful.
Thank you.
Phenomenal. Woo! Yeah. Talk about some yes. I am now a believer. And oh, FYI, Amen's been talking to me about cryptocurrency for years. And I'm just getting excited. So I am like, yeah.
There's so many opportunities out there. It's crazy. It's just, you know, and they're all involving cryptocurrency. But if we don't have the information or the education, you know, we're going to end up being behind, you know. So, Amen, thank you so much again for sharing this info. I'm convinced that I'm beginning to look at it that a melanin dominant person actually created cryptocurrency. I am, because they don't know who it is, even though his name appears to be Asian. I'm like, I don't know, like something here. Yeah, but that's what they're saying his name is. But you know, he's still anonymous, and this person is still anonymous. And you know, it really becomes about responsibility if you think about it. Like, you have to be responsible for your stuff. We have between Trump and this pandemic, these are the two biggest wake-up calls that this planet has had in a long time, to wake people up, right? You know, we have to wake up. So what's happening with the money and the way that cryptocurrency is utilized, that you have to have a password, it's making you responsible. Like, you're responsible. You're not putting it, you can attempt to put it in somebody else's hands, like that company did with the $190 million, which is probably worth who knows what today. But the fact that they didn't take responsibility and get their passwords. So this is what happens. You know, it's always a learning opportunity. But I really think that this is deep. Cryptocurrency is deep, deep, deep. So.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say. I have things to do. I'm trying to transfer some money into Bitcoin right now. Like right now. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. The other way around. I'm trying to put some money into Bitcoin. I don't know. I'm trying to buy some Bitcoin, so I'm gonna have to make I gotta download.
Okay, so that's my class. Thank everyone for attending, and go buy you some cryptocurrency.
And do you have a website?
Do I have a website? I'm on Instagram, Amen Kwesi. Can you type that in, somebody? Type it into the chat. That's where I could be found at. Yes, see that? Just Instagram that and you'll find me.
And Amen, give me the name of your group also on Facebook, please.
Oh, there's a Facebook group, but you have to be, I don't know how people can access that. It's called Ujama Year Round.
UJAMMA?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're friends with me, I'm sorry, UJAMMAA.
One
yes.
M, 3, 2 A's. Yeah.
Collective economics year round. I'm with another group. I'm with another group. It's called WOSE. It's a local group here in Sacramento, and then we also have one in Oakland. And the founder of the group is the author of the 7 principles in Kwanzaa, and Ujamaa just happens to be one of those 7 principles. And Ujamaa means collective work and responsibility. And a lot of people are doing susus right now, and it's based on the Ujamaa principle. But that's just only one of the 7 principles. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with the 7 principles. They're the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. You heard those before? Yeah, so look that up. If you want to add me on your Facebook or become a part of the my group, that's fine. We'll say it's just a group that I'm a part of. It's just something that I do. I'm not saying, I'm not telling you to go be a part of. We'll say you can if you like. That's just something that's just that's where I vibrate at. That's the wavelength that I'm on. You know, that's why you see me dressed like this. That's where I got a whole African vibe. I've been initiated into the sacred African way, and I love Africa. That's just me.
We got
That's just me.
the time I'm in for you to come back. There's just too much that you know, too much information you have, and you are so generous in sharing the information and your energy and everything, you know, about your essence.
But I just want to say I respect other organizations too. I don't downgrade anybody. If they're doing something good and they're helping the community and they're building up their communities, you're not going to see me pointing fingers at another organization and try to tear them down and try to bring them down. You got churches out there feeding hungry people, providing shelter for homeless people. How could you tear that down based on their name? That's ridiculous. If you're doing it, stop doing it. It's ridiculous.
That's right. It's the truth. It's the truth. So, you know, you do know that I'll keep you here for the rest of the day.
Okay, you gotta let me check out because I got other things to do.
Yes, I know. As do I. But we're going to have another one. I'm looking forward to having both Amen and Dr. Kierman back. Maybe we'll do a session with, I don't know how we'll make that happen. Everybody's got too much to share for us to put everybody on at one time, but we're gonna work it out. We do have some more exciting things coming your way. We definitely have the multiple streams of income seminar sessions that we do, real estate. We have a little bit about stocks. All of those things we're going to be doing again and again, and we will be uploading them to YouTube. So share them when you do find them, when you do see them, and please, you know, look out for the emails and like and share with us on Facebook. You know, the more people that know, the better we are as a community. As melanated people, we need one another to be educated. We need one another to be forthcoming with information. Oftentimes, at least for myself, I used to believe that whatever I knew, everybody else already knew, you know, and I don't know if that's your plight or your perspective or something that, you know, I don't know, but we need to get a lot more comfortable sharing the things that we know with one another, and we need to get comfortable hearing things that we're not familiar with, and being willing enough to listen and continue to share the information. It is important, it's imperative for all of us to do what we can, where we are, and bring as many as we can along. Just, you know, meet people where they are. Understand we can't fire hose with people with information. I've been primed for this. I've been working on this for decades, so I'm excited about the things that are being shared. Don't get upset with your people if they don't understand. Don't get upset with them if they're resistant. Don't be frustrated with them. Just keep letting them know, hey, listen, I got something for you. Take a look at this. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But just do your part as much as we can to kind of educate one another. And again, thank you so much for everyone who came on, everyone who shared the information, who invited someone else. And and took the time to be here and open your cameras. So going forward, if you're coming into a New Connections event or an Empower You presentation, please be ready to show your face. We love you all, and we look forward to seeing you again. New Connections empowers you for something beautiful, guys. I'll see you guys on the other side.
Life is good and all is well, yes? Life is good and all is well, yes? You feel it? Life is good. You feel it? All is well.
Greetings.
You feel it? In you is such a beauty and power and love that can never die. It's always there. It's violent. We're all creative in the spirit. We're all originating in the spirit. That is totally giving of itself totally and completely at every point of the cosmos without any sense of withhold whatsoever. Life is ain't God something? Something. Life is you're not who you are. To live through you, do you know who you are? This presence was to give through you, do you know who you are? This was to save through you, do you know who you are? This was to create through you, do you know who you are? This was to heal through you, do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? And you will assume the receptive posture and accept the greatness that kind of happens through you. I'm ready. I'm available. I am open. And then you establish something. This is our home. This is our destiny. It's a good destiny. It's a wonderful destiny. God
I knew you were going to say that.
God told the beautiful, unfolding pattern of your life as you